Hi, it's Julie. Today I have to give you a little prelude to the barn banter that's going to follow this. We did this at a horse show and had a little bit of a camera issue, so part of Brent is taken out of the video, but this is a wonderful story of Lisa Rockwell ticking items off of her bucket list, and to retape it would have lost some of the impromptu and emotional answers that Lisa gives us. So I'm going to give you the barn banter, bad cinematography, but great content. So I hope you enjoy. Bye. Well, welcome to today's barn banter. Today we are celebrating the achievement of bucket list with one of our clients, Lisa Rockwell. And here is the culmination of her bucket list and what we've been able to achieve. We wanted to share with you the journey of what it took, how Lisa's plans happened for this to become a reality for her. But as Brett and I has been lucky enough to have Lisa for several years now, it has been a true privilege to allow her and watch her make this happen for her. So Lisa, why don't you tell us a little bit about your background in horses?
I've had horses ever since I was little. But I've only really shown open shows, 4-H shows, and then for a while I gave it up. And I did pleasure, did the gymkhana classes, and stopped showing so my kids could show. I had 3 daughters that all showed, 4-H, high school equestrian teams, and my daughter Erica did go on to show Pinto.
Yep.
And did very, very
That's
well.
how we got started.
Yep. She was one of Brett and Julie's clients. And of course, when we do our showing, we show as a family.
Yep.
And that's how we got involved. And I was getting close to retiring from work. And I got kind of a wild hair and said, let's buy a horse. And let's show Pinto, and I did. We bought one from that time till when I bought a horse, it was maybe 2 weeks. Maybe.
Yep.
And that was Jack.
We weren't rushing anything.
Nope.
We had all winter. That was a
Yep.
conversation
Yep.
in the late fall, maybe December, January.
Maybe January.
Yep.
And we had him by March.
Yeah.
Well, no, we went to a show in March, so we had him in February.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had it 2 weeks and went to the horse show.
Yeah. I'm kind of an all or nothing person. And I am a 4-H leader. I've been a 4-H leader for 20 plus years. And like I said, I would kind of put everything on the back burner for that and decided I wanted to show. So I got Jack, who was sipping something strong. And he was, the only requirements he met is he was a gelding. He was supposed to be older in color, and he was not.
It was 3 and a double registered quarter,
Yes,
and he
yes.
looked more quartered than he did
Absolutely.
Pinto or paint.
So we started out, we do walk trot, and I think that year we did end up Pinto of the year in showmanship, Western showmanship. I think I was just in Western classes at the time.
Probably
And-
top 5 in the Western pleasure.
Yeah, we were up there.
Yeah.
We were up there.
On a 3-year-old.
Yes. And we were working out pretty good. He just needed more than what I could give him as far as challenging riding and stuff. So I ended up with Flash, who my daughter had shown 1 year up until after the World Show. And Then I took over him in September and went to Color Breeding Congress that fall. And we were reserve,
All of them.
no, reserve Congress champion in
Oh,
Ideal. Western, and I just showed him Western. And we started English. And last year we were all around walk trot for Pinto.
year end.
Yeah,
honor
year
roll.
end.
Yeah.
We were Pinto of the Year, 10 out of our 12 classes. So, I mean, we've been pretty successful. And I knew with him, if I was going to do it,
Yeah. Yeah, he's a very special individual. There's no doubt about that. He's what, 19
yeah, he's right here.
and has one eye and gives 128% every day. Every day.
Some days he's a little nicer to me than others.
Yep.
You know, he's not just a sit out and go,
Nope.
by no means. But after my first full, I mean, I showed him all 2023. We were High Point at Color Breeding last fall. We went to World Show this year, my first World Show, full World Show with him.
Right, yep.
We won the saddle, and we've won numerous High Points, and he's done everything.
It's been an incredible adventure with him, that's for sure.
Yeah,
So,
you know, and when I started, my biggest thing is I just eat volunteers.
Just a minute, the thing that I find really cool about this is while Lisa is our client and while Lisa comes regularly for lessons and we help her every year, every horse show at the horse shows, you need to understand that Lisa is truly a do-it-yourselfer. Her horse is staying home.
Yep.
She is not having it in training. She is totally doing this by keeping her horse happy. Not that our horses at our barn aren't happy, but he's at a barn, he gets turned out, and she is doing this totally by riding the horse on her own. And really, like even at the World Show or Color Breed Congress, maybe you get on him once or twice, maybe.
You've been on him
once, since you've owned him. Maybe twice.
Twice.
Since you've owned him. Yeah.
So for those of you who think that these kind of winnings are not attainable unless you're in one of our big name trader barns, you know, Lisa has totally broken the stereotype for that because last year she was the High Point Walk Trot. She was the High Point Walk Trot Color Breed Congress. And then ultimately she had the goal to come back and finish her go round with winning High Point at the World Show. And here's the saddle to prove it. And so to encourage you people, you know, it's best to have some help and have another set of professional eyes.
Right.
But it's not like you can't do this if you put the right person and the right horse together.
Right. Right. And like I said, he's not one that you can just sit on. He will make you work.
He knows his job.
Yes.
You know, and he's kind of a been there, done that type of guy.
Yeah.
He's got a big show record before we even purchased him.
Mm-hmm.
But he challenges you as much as you need to challenge him.
Right.
He wants a job and he'll do it. You know, but like you say, sometimes it's better than other times. I'm not going to say he's bad, but
he can be bad.
he can be bad.
He
That's
can be
right.
bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
just not as good.
He does have a buck or two in him.
Yes, he
And,
does.
and listen, I've seen her cowboy up at horse show in Cassopolis, Michigan, and I'm like, oh, I was kind of worried she was going to fall off, and in her English saddle even, and I watched her cowgirl up, and I'm like, whoa, and you know, Flash was just having a moment.
Oh, yeah. And it did end up, he was back sore. And that was from the way he was standing because his hocks were sore. So I got him injected, had him worked on, got him injected, and he has not been that bad since then.
Yeah. And what is going to happen to Flash? Lisa, her goal was to get through this year and retire him.
Yep.
And she has a new horse for next year already. It's at the barn.
Yep.
And she's been kind enough to lease it to one of the other ladies in the barn. And as with all of the Rockwell show horses that have been good to them, Flash is going to live out the rest of his life at the Rockwell house. And he will never worry about whether or not he has a vet, blacksmith, or food put in front of him. So true blessing that you're not done with him and you're not going to just turn him out on the open market.
Right. Yeah.
No.
He's not going anywhere.
No.
It's kind of funny, Lisa, when I hear you say that you wanted to start this and you were just worried about not embarrassing yourself or embarrassing us. To watch your evolution as you've come through this and the confidence that you've gained, and even the writing English, when you were ready to step up and do the English, it was like putting gloves on a hand. It just fit and it just worked in. And you have certainly worked very hard, but from my standpoint, you also have made it very easy to take you to the next level because you've got a lot of natural ability in doing it, and you appreciate the moments and the animal, and you look for that maybe it's not just a bad day. Maybe there is some health issue, and you've been very good always about taking care of your animals health-wise. What's your biggest memory? I mean, now you've gone to the awards program twice and got it, but if something pops up, what's your biggest memory that you have of this little excursion that we've had with Flash over the last 24 months?
I just think the biggest memory and what I'm going to take forward and look is just being with everybody. I just love the show family. I love all the friends that I've made along the way, from Tulsa to all over and up through other through other trainers and stuff. I've become really good friends with a lot of the people I show against. And as far as my memory, it'll just be all the fun we had together.
Well, I have one.
Okay.
And that's when you were winning the Ideal, I think, at Color Breed Congress last fall.
Okay.
And the announcer announced you as winner, and you had your little cheering section. And they announced that you were from Coldwater, Michigan.
Yes.
And everybody just kind of got a little loud.
Yes.
And he mentioned that there was probably nobody left in Coldwater, that they were all there watching you.
Yes.
And, and you're the type of individual who has encompassed that type of support because you've been supportive to everybody. You're always there to go watch somebody show. You always know when somebody's going to show.
Right.
You have been just as embracing of everybody as they've been back to you. So it has been just a privilege to have let this happen for you.
Oh, yeah. I still can't believe that I won that because who would have ever thought, And there's a lot of people that ride for years that don't. And
You've ridden
I
for
had,
years.
yes,
You
but
had a lot of
I had quite a break in between time, though. I mean, like
Julie had,
plus year break.
yeah,
But I never dreamed when I'm showing just 4-H and local shows like that I could do this. And
Yeah,
then you
right.
think, wow, maybe if I'd have done something like this when I was younger, what would it have been? You know what I mean? But you gotta have
everything
the right
happens for a
horse.
reason,
Yes,
you
yes.
know, and so.
And I have to go, he's not in our Barn Banter here,
No.
but I have to say, there is one individual that as a wife, I watch her husband support her. I
Absolutely.
watch what Eric does for her and how supporting he is of this journey of hers. And, you know, there's another client that we've had that I said her husband needed to teach husband lessons. And if he was not available, Eric is
Yes.
right there behind.
Yes.
Because as far as a partner supporting his partner/wife through this, he has scored
ask for better.
150 on a scale of 1 to 100. I mean, he's just been more than wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. He's always there, and I definitely would not be able to do it.
Yeah. So,
I'm grateful for him too, because he just keeps writing that check for you.
That is true.
Yeah.
so, you know, to any of you out there who think that, and Lisa shows Walk Trot, and I
Yes.
don't want anybody to poo-poo the fact that Walk Trot is any easier than some of the other classes, because, and particularly at the World Show, the Walk Trot classes are the biggest classes at the horse show.
Most competitive.
Yes.
Great horses, very well prepared, very well coached.
Yeah.
It is not a cakewalk, and it's not a.
There's no
It
room
is
for
not
error.
a class for retirement. I mean, you know, it's it's a real thing. Yeah.
So if any of you are thinking about, well, maybe I can't do it, you know, there's huge opportunities. Just find yourself the right place
Yep.
and the right horse.
The right
and
coach, the
right, yeah,
people that you. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you respect and trust. And
Exactly.
that's
Yes.
you know, that's the thing I think Julie and I are probably more grateful for, not with just you, but all of our clients. We're very fortunate that you come to us without a horse, you know, and a little box, and I can't begin to tell you as a trainer and coach how grateful you just let it be in our hands and trusted
Right.
us to make the right decisions
Right.
for you, you know, or give you good advice. You make your own decisions, you
Right.
and Eric. But
Right.
you took our advice and, you know, back to you know, Jack, the first horse. Like you said, he didn't check any of the boxes, but
Well, one.
yeah,
It was a
gelding.
yeah. And we bought him in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, from the time we got the video till I called the guy back and said it was less than a half hour. It was not 20 minutes.
No.
I mean, you know, and you know, you liked it, I liked it. We just, let's see what happens. And
Yeah.
it was incredibly successful. Just, you know, to get you back in the show circuit. And-
Right.
But I would encourage, you know, this all started out as a dream, you
Yes.
know,
Absolutely.
and it dreams is what makes the world go round.
Yeah.
We can't live and survive and enjoy life without dreams.
Right. And as
And,
long as you're willing to put in the work.
Yep. Yep. They don't
You
just
can make it
happen.
come
You're
true.
proof of
Right.
that.
Right.
Yep. So.
but we, once again, just encourage you, if you're going to take anything from this, to watch this lady's journey go through and come to fruition. There are just a lot of people that don't even have a bucket list, let alone check the
Right. Be able
things
to
off
check
of
it
them.
off, yes.
So, you know, Lisa was going to slow down a little this year. Well, that's what she said after the World Show.
Yeah.
Well, as of yesterday, that was not the case.
No.
We're gonna, he's has got to go to the rest of the horse shows.
Yes.
But
Western and English.
yes, but she did promise him that he won't make a trip to Tulsa ever
Nope,
again. When we
nope.
left Tulsa in
He's done
June,
with Tulsa.
that was his last trip. So
Yep.
we'll make
Not
all
your last trip.
Not my last trip.
no,
but it is his
we'll
last
make
trip.
all that. We won't become liars to flash. He's
No.
gonna actually be retired after
Yeah.
this year. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are super proud to have stood beside you on the side of the arena. We're
thank you.
more
Very
proud to
grateful.
have been in your pictures when we got this done, and this has just been an incredible journey.
I
So,
gotta have my family in my pictures.
and that you are totally family.
Yeah.
And so we hope you've enjoyed finding out a little bit about Lisa's journey. There's more barn banters. We're going to have some other talks with various areas of showing. And if you like us, subscribe to us on YouTube and take a look as we continue our journey with the real life of horse showing. So, okay, thanks Lisa.
Thank you.
Have a good afternoon.
Have a great day.
Bye.